And you touched on the partners. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to really do this without them. And we've even invited them here to the digital studio. This is the big project I was teasing at a little bit earlier that we've been working on, where we have these partners come in and actually read a book that people can then check out and be a part of the reading club as well. And we've actually got the first episode in that series for everybody today. It's with our partners over at Priority Health. Dr. Charletta Dennis stopped by earlier to read a book that she actually co-authored. It's called Frida's Fireworks. She stopped by. We talked to her for a little bit, and then you're also going to be able to check out some of that book as well. Let's take a listen. And hello, everyone. Phil Pinarski here alongside the one and only Miranda. And we have a very special guest with us today. It is Dr. Dennis with Priority Health. And this is all part, of course, of Miranda's Summer Reading Club that is set to kick off later this month. Miranda, I'm going to let you take it away and kind of talk a little bit more about the club and really just how excited you guys are to be bringing it back for another year.
Thank you so much, Phil. You know, I always I roll my eyes. You embarrass me every time. It is so good to be back. And what I love is we are starting something brand new. The Summer Reading Club has been going on in about 85 local libraries for over 30 years. But because of this new platform we have with Wood TV Plus, we are introducing the Summer Reading Club streaming.
Yes.
So that means you and your family will be able to come on over anytime that's convenient for you and hear some of our fabulous partners read stories. And I'm thrilled to have Dr. Dennis with us from Priority Health. Hello, friend.
Hello. How are you, Miranda?
You know, it's great to have you here. And you are using this as a chance to really kick off a brand new book that Priority Health has published. Tell us about it.
This is Frida Fireworks. So Frida is a vibrant young girl who's starting kindergarten, and she is someone who has had difficulties in the way she thinks and the way she feels. So these fireworks that she has, they kind of explode when she's having some difficulties. But she has a special friend who teaches her how to deal with these fireworks that she has balled up inside of her.
You know, I love this because you are so committed to mental health awareness and giving parents tools and tips to work with their kids. This book is a great way to just get conversations started, isn't it?
It is. A lot of parents really sometimes don't know how to aid their children when they're having some difficulties, whether they're anxious, nervous, or worried. This book is very easy to read, and it's for parents to have a resource to talk with their children about what they may be going through. So it's very easy, and parents seem to love it.
Would you read us the story, my friend?
Absolutely.
All right.
Frida's Fireworks. My name is Frida. I'm 5.5 years old. I like to jump on my trampoline, sing, dance, and give hugs. I like rainbows and cucumbers and science experiments. I ask a lot of questions. I don't like to be in loud, small places. And I don't like being hot or wearing itchy clothes. My mommy calls me Frida Firework because I shine brightly. But sometimes I have explosive feelings that surprise my family, classmates, and friends. When I get mad, sad, anxious, hot, tired, or hungry, my fireworks get big and loud, and it takes time to calm down. Sometimes I wish I had a huge fire hose to spray out my fireworks, but Mommy says all feelings are important. She says my fireworks make me special and that I can find a way to be bold and bright, but keep myself safe and calm. I start kindergarten this week. New school, new teacher, and lots of new kids in one small room. On Monday, I try to fly like a superhero by jumping from the top of the play kitchen. My teacher tells me I'm being unsafe and sends me out of class to a special helper, Miss Chris. On Wednesday, I can't turn my mind at quiet time. I accidentally disrupt the class with my singing. My teacher sends me to Miss Chris again. On Friday, our air conditioner breaks. Lots of kids and noise in one hot room, and boom, my fireworks explode. Grown-ups surround me and talk loudly while the other kids look on. I am embarrassed, which makes my fireworks bigger and hotter. Miss Chris takes me outside the classroom for my usual break, but today I open her office door to see a fine and cute curly-haired smiling dog. His name is Scout. He puts his head on my lap and I feel my fireworks wash away and my belly gets warm. Then the most unbelievable thing happens. Scout lifts his head and says, "Hello, Frida." I can't believe my ears. Scout is talking to me. He tells me he has special powers to help kids with firework feelings like me. Scout says, aiming your fireworks can be easy. Just use your senses and say, "My mind is my priority. I can calm myself in 1, 2, 3. Scout sits next to me and says, "What do you see?" "I see your bright vest, the color green," I answer. 2, "What do you hear?" Scout says. "I hear a doggy breathing in my ear." 3, "What do you feel?" "I feel my fingers and your curly hair and your head on my lap." "Now let's take a deep breath and reset," Scout says. I wish I could take Scout home with me. He helps me feel less alone, and he isn't afraid when my fireworks get big or loud. But Mommy says I am my own hero, and Scout can be my sidekick. I still have a great day, even without him. On Monday, we practice letters, and I draw my cape backward. I am embarrassed and angry, but I use Scout's 1, 2, 3 count and reset myself. My teacher tells me I am strong and resilient. On Thursday, another kid in my class has fireworks. I help him calm down with Scout's 1, 2, 3 count. Miss Chris, Scout, and my teacher tell me I am a courageous leader. My fireworks still explode from time to time, but I contain them into sparklers now. Scout taught me that I can help myself and the friends around me by making my mind my priority.
And that was such a cute story from Dr. Dennis. You know, first off, thanks to everybody at Priority Health for making that happen, because when we first started this project, you came up to me and sort of started talking about it, and I loved it, fell in love with the idea immediately. And what a great first story to have for this.
Absolutely, you know, and I love that Priority Health really looked at where are our kids at, what are they struggling with, and how can we help? And when we talk about young people and mental health, it's a big situation right now. And to have the experts at Priority be able to break it down into a children's book, I feel like I learned so much. It was so fun being in the studio because we all were just silent listening to the story, because it really does talk about how do you manage your own emotions? How do you regulate your emotions? And how do you help other people do that? And that book really hit the nail on the head. So hats off to Priority, but wasn't it fun to have someone read you a story again?
Yeah, no, it felt like being back in the classroom in kindergarten, sitting down for story time. I almost, came over and sat crisscross applesauce on the ground.
And I should have brought you a graham cracker,
yeah,
because then you would have been all set.
Yeah, and then we could have taken a nap afterwards. It would have been perfect. Exactly. Well, again, that was the first book in our series, Frida's Fireworks, right here. We've got a copy right there. One other thing I really loved about it, Miranda, was the fact that you had the English translation and then also the Spanish translation. So this is a story that a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds are going to be able to read together and enjoy together.
Absolutely. You know, really, and that's what we hope with all of this, that people will be able to come back to Wood TV Plus, head to that Miranda area on that section and just pull that story out. If you've got a child who's wrestling with their emotions and struggling, and you're like, I don't know how to even put words to the emotions we're all feeling, that could be a book that you could play over and over and over thanks to Wood TV Plus.